in a bid to ensure an eco-friendly way of living in the Nigerian hospitality industry. The board and management of Eco Hotels and Suites has launched the maiden edition of its eco-friendly children's contest. According to the managing director of Eco Hotels and Suites, children were engaged in the contest to involve them in raising awareness on the importance of preserving the natural environment.
The growing need to be conscious of human activities that harm the environment has stirred one of the leading hospitality business management, Eco Hotel and Suites, to launch its maiden edition of eco-friendly children painting contest themed Eco-Friendly Living.
Let me just take on this setup.
The younger generation has a very important role in raising awareness about issues of the environment. Their involvement in the eco-friendly painting competition, which selected 10 out of 20 secondary schools that entered into the competition, means a lot.
This visual contest encourages students to create a piece of art. Its goal will be to help children develop a sense of respect for nature, raise awareness in school about the importance of our natural surroundings and its preservation.
You have to consider art as a medium for people to connect to something, whether it's the environment as a theme or anything. Art is a conversation, and it's the soul of a city, and it's the soul of everybody connects to art.
Part of activity lineup for the day event is the planting of trees at the hotel lobby. Eco Hotel and Suites has also introduced the eco-friendly culture, which is embedded into the daily operation of its business, making it the first hospitality organization to embark on an eco-friendly way of life.
During just the month of March, we are proud to announce that we have saved 7,764 kilograms of CO2 by recycling plastic. We have saved 229.6 kilowatts of energy by recycling cans, and we have saved 1.5 trees by recycling paper.
At the end of the painting contest, the panel of judges announced the first 3 winners, who were also presented with gifts and certificates of participation. Eco Hotel and Suites has chosen to raise the bar higher in the Nigerian hospitality industry with the green life culture in its business.
Moving on to other stories, the UEFA Champions League Trophy Tour continues with an inspection of the Nigerian breweries plant in Lagos and an evening of fun. Consumers of the breweries brand and fans of football interacted with football greats and were treated to a night of music and dancing by music legends courtesy of Heineken, the official sponsor of the UEFA Champions Tournament.
Football legends, 3-time Champions League winner Carlos Puyol and former Nigerian international JJ Okocha walking in for a tour of the Nigerian breweries in Lagos. A taste of the brew. After the tour, Puyol makes an impressive entrance with the Champions League trophy.
Ladies and gentlemen, Nigerian Breweries has a portfolio that is unrivaled. We have the best brands in this country, and I even dare to say we have the best brands in the whole of Africa.
Later on, a night of dancing is transformed into a concert of sorts after Puyol again makes a grand show with the silver cup. Before the night is out, some fans get to take pictures with the trophy and see some memorabilia.
Interesting times indeed. Time now for business news with Anwaudo.
You First. First Bank.
Thank you, Gimba. Let's begin business news tonight with the President of the African Development Bank, Dr. Akinwumi Adesina, meeting with President Muhammadu Buhari today at the Presidential Villa in Abuja to discuss the bank's activities in Nigeria. The meeting focused on strengthening investment and technical cooperation ties between Nigeria and the Pan-African Development Finance Institution, especially in areas of agriculture, power and infrastructure.
I came to give Mr. President the account of what has happened at the bank, and quite a lot has happened at the bank in the last 3 years. I briefed him about the fact that in Nigeria we have 60 operations in Nigeria here for a total of $4.5 billion. And you have about $2.8 billion of that. It's in the private sector, in the banking industry, financial sector in particular, about $1.7 billion in the public sector. We have a number of very exciting projects here that I'm very, very excited about. One is the transmission of power. It continues to be, Mr. President mentioned this to me, the power continues to be a problem. We've invested about over $400 million in the transmission company of Nigeria to continue to improve the power transmission. But also we've invested heavily in the northeast of Nigeria. We put in about almost $258 million to support the plan there, the northeast rehabilitation, both in terms of education, in health, sanitation, and water, and also skills. And this is a way of reviving areas that have been battered. And I told Mr. President that's very important.
Africa is unarguably endowed with much human and natural resources, but are these resources properly utilized for the benefit of the people? Veraki, a business and technology solutions company, is hoping to bridge the gap by partnering with governments and enterprises to help build and implement solutions with deep understanding of the African market. In pursuit of this, the company has formally opened its doors for business by unveiling its corporate identity and operational base right here in Lagos.
From the point of entry, it is business all through. Minds at work, creating solutions to problems. That's what Veraki is about. Working with enterprises and governments to ignite opportunities that exist in the continent.
Here comes Veraki Partners, a business solution company led by experienced, tested and trusted Africans.
The firm is led by corporate professionals with vast experience in offering technology solutions to seemingly intractable challenges.
There are three broad areas where we would like to offer services. There's technology, there is advisory, and then there's ventures. And we think that using those three combinations, we can address a number of challenges across Africa. So a combination of the technology solutions that we've developed with the ventures that we're supporting, and then use our advisory capabilities to unlock value and to ensure the government, the businesses and the citizens embrace change. We think all of those will allow us to address some of the problems in critical sectors.
We know what the trends are. We know what the levers for success in each industry we operate in. We know what they are. And we bring all of this learning together. And we use that to advise our clients. We use that to help them to grow their markets, to grow their businesses, to operate more efficiently, to operate profitably, to design innovatively new products and services.
Veraki also represents the company's core values of stewardship, partnership, integrity, commitment, excellence, and people.
Our greatest opportunity is to identify those uniquely African things that are necessary to solve African problems. And the greatest is the African people themselves.
When we say we want to solve African problems the African way, what we basically say is that we recognize that there will be unique solutions, not globally adapted solutions, not something that works in China that we're bringing here or in the US. Uniquely designed solutions to reflect the unique environment, the unique challenges of Africa that we will develop and support to help address the needs of the continent.
Veraki's overall goal is to build a better future for Africa. The company says it is committed to initiate customized solutions that will unlock new sources of growth across the continent.
Renewed sell pressure from investors have pushed the domestic stock market today to a negative start after the Easter break. Investors are still reaping the benefit of gains recorded last week. Let's now join Edidiong Ewang for the details.
Thanks, Anne, and welcome to the Stock Market Report. It's a negative start for the fourth trading week of April as markets across the country resume from the two-day Easter break declared by the federal government. The all-share index closed Tuesday session down by 0.03% to burst at 30,088.65, while the market cap was slightly higher at 11.303 trillion naira. Now, profit-taking was recorded across all major counters of the market except the industrial goods sector, which was up by 0.43%. The banking sector's loss comes as investors await more first-quarter earnings from other Tier 1 and Tier 2 lenders this week, after the market digested earnings reports earlier from GT Bank, FBN Holdings and Axis Bank, which also helped the market's positive close last week. However, total volume of shares transactions ended with a moderate turnover of 316.1 million units, worth 3.64 billion naira, all traded in 3,800 deals. Major contributors to that figure are shares of Japan Oil, Unilever and Sterling Bank. And that's a summary of today's trading activities. I'm Edidiong Ewang. Back to you, Anne.
Thank you, Edidiong. Meanwhile, it's mixed performance for major global stock markets. Investors are still digesting latest corporate earnings report across the region. Let's see the closing figures for today. Those numbers will end business news for tonight. Thank you for watching. It's back to you, Gimba.
You First. First Bank.
Still ahead on the news at 10, Manchester City manager Pep Guardiola confirms midfielder Kevin De Bruyne will miss Wednesday's derby against Manchester United over muscular injury. Unfortunately so too. Stay with us.